All right, Doug, I think this is a very good contract. There's a couple of points I'd like to go over in the role.
Son, where are you?
Yes. Dad, I'm just talking to Doug, my agent here, about my next film role. If we could
there
wait...
you are.
Yeah.
How long you gonna be?
Not long. If you could just wait outside, please.
Oh, so you're his agent, are you?
Yes.
20 years and I never met the man what guides his career.
Doug? Dad, Doug.
I'm his father. I'm the one that put him here on God's green earth. Oh, and I remember the night it happened too. Your mum had just been discharged from the Luftwaffe.
Dad!
And I had just discharged into her.
Dad!
With...
Don't mind.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Just wanted to see how you spend your time before I go.
Well, now you have, so go.
I suppose this isn't a good time to tell you this.
You're right, it isn't, so go.
But I am going to die.
Excuse me, Doug. Dad, what's wrong? Have you been to doctor? What's the matter with you?
Well, not right now, but I am going to die eventually.
He works in guilt trips the way some people work in watercolors.
So you're his agent, eh? Well, you might take 5% of what he makes out of his pocket, but I took 100% of the crap out of his pants when he was little. And oh, God blimey, could he produce the crap? I mean it. He produced so much crap. I knew he'd go into television. Here, look, I saved this for you.
Oh, Dad! Why?
Oh, I'm just sentimental, son. It might have been easy for you to let go back then, but it wasn't easy for me.
Dad, that's a bag of my old crap.
Well, not everybody has their own crap bag. Look, I can have that bronzed for you. You know, ironically, I got my own crap bag now. It's called a collective me bag.
It's colostomy bag, Dad.
Sorry?
Colostomy! Colostomy! Sorry, please, all right? Now, I'm sorry, Doug. Let's talk about this deal on the table.
It collects little bits of me, and they're not the best bits either, I assure you. I'll tell you, I wish that collective me bag bandit they keep talking about on the telly would strike at my house. Ooh, I got so much for him. I got loads.
No colostomy bag bandit, Dad. All right? So if you're finished parading things across this desk, I have some actual work to do, all right? So go and wait out there, and someone will get you, all right? Got some actual work to do. I'm so sorry, Doug. Now, let's talk about this role.
Business, you know, speaking of business, it's a funny old business, what like this one will let any Tom, Dick, or Harry just waltz right in here and take your job. Speaking of which, do you have any openings for a very mature, good-looking man such as my humble self?
Dad.
You see, son, I'm working it. I used to box in my day. I've been known to be light on my feet, not my loafers like some.
I'm married to a supermodel, Dad.
What, that? That's a she-male. Have you heard him speak? No, the real ladies love me and I can carry a tune. I wanna croon a tune for you. I wanna fly off to the gossamer moon. I wanna
Forgive me, Father, for I know not what you do.
In June, I wanna croon a tune for you.
Yes, perhaps I should fly you up to the moon. I'm sure they miss you up there with the other loonies.
Oh, so what you say? You got any parts that need a man to fill them?
Yes,
I'm that man.
I'm sure if they're casting for a horse's ass, you could fill it.
Well, you know, speaking of shite, with my new collective me bag, I can almost sit through one of his movies with relative convenience.
Oh, yes, but no one can sit through a movie with you with relative convenience, with your persistent cries of, "What? Who shot him? Is that the guilty one? Even if it isn't a murder mystery?"
Oh, I never did that. No, I never.
You did! You did it during Finding Nemo, Dad! You got us thrown out of the movie theater into the papers!
Well, any publicity's good publicity, as your mother used to say about the Nuremberg trials.
All right, Doug, let's take a look at this. I think we could come to an agreement. I think for this role, I should
If you think making it in showbiz is hard, you should have tried making it with his mum. She made it hard every night. See, he's funny too.
Thank you
Comedy.
for that grisly and indelible image, Dad. Now, let's talk about the deal and ignore him. Now, Doug,
in my day, I could have made it with Diana Dawes. And we all would have liked a little bit of that, eh, Doug? Eh? Dougie, right? A little slice off of that, eh? No, don't tell me you're one of them. What do they call them these days? A metrosexual? Metrosexual? What's that mean? You take on all passengers?
No, Dad, I don't think my agent needs to discuss his nocturnal habits, or indeed any of his habits with you. So, if you'll take your infantile comments and my infantile fecal matter out of this office while I still have some chance of working. Go!
No, Doug, I know you're not a puffter. I know you're not like a fudge packer, a friend of Clay Aikens. You know what, Doug? I'll bet you money that you could split a beaver with your mind.
Oh, God.
I can. It's all I've got left. You know, if I'd have shagged that Diana Dawes instead of your mum, you wouldn't be here.
If only you had, Dad.
But I went off and did your mum regularly till you popped out and grew up into a right poncy git. With your $10 million for running around with a plastic gun, and for what? It's make-believe, it's child's play. It's not a man's job, not an honest day's work like coal mining.
Oh, yes. Oh, well, it's a shame I didn't do something like that. It must be a real singer, a real feel-good thing to know that you could be replaced by a piece of hydraulic tubing, eh, Dad? Oh, yeah, that's an honest day's work.
Well, what about you in that robot movie where they made you the broken toaster?
They didn't make me the broken toaster. I originated the role.
What?
Yes.
You deliberately chose to be the broken toaster instead of the working one? What would Ziggy Freud say? And you let him. I would have protected him from portraying short-circuiting appliances, whereas you seem to encourage him to depict the ineffective processing of bread products. You know, when I'm not lying in bed at night, splitting Diana Dawes beaver with my mind, I worry about you.
Oh, yes, I'm sure you find small comfort in those dark hours.
Oh, I do.
But you do. Yes, knowing that you pounded large rocks into smaller rocks while getting a really nice, honest case of black lung, huh? Oh, yes, Doug, look at this! What a classic case depriving the brain of large quantities of oxygen, eh? Look at it! Textbook case!
It was my passion. I would have done it for free.
You did do it for free, Dad! After 3 years I went down and I talked to the foreman and we convinced you you'd been retired!
Well, I like to get out, get a little fresh air, some sunshine.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nothing like a brief stroll a mile under the earth, eh, Dad? Oh, God, I'm sorry. He's desperately old.
Don't do that. He's old thing, like I'm not here. Like I can't hear.
You can't hear.
What?
You can't hear!
I went half an hour ago. Don't ask me that in front of this ass bandit.
Dad, please! All right? This is why I haven't brought you here in 20 years. All right? Please. Just go. I'm sorry. It's terribly embarrassing.
Oh, I embarrass you, do I? I embarrass you? Who's the one that got you that dress when you wanted to do Sound of Music and made sure your friends never found out? Who's the one that held your hand at your first audition when you wet yourself when you was 20? I've been there since before Miss Liberace here was on her knees in knee socks.
That's it. You're leaving.
Don't you dare, don't come me. I'll bend you over my knee, I will.
I'd snap you like a twig.
You're not too old for me to bend you over my knee. I demand respect. I'm your father.
You don't even know how ridiculous you are.
I made you.
No, I made me. I reinvented me to be nothing like you. You know why? Because I hate you. I don't want to be anything like you. I don't even want to be seen with you because I hate you.
You're right, son. You're not like me. You're just like your mum when you yell at me, sends the German accent, and I love you for it. Come here.
I'm so sorry.
I forgive you. Look, I know you're high maintenance, but if making an impression on this cocksucker is important to you, I'd like to make it up to you. What you say? What you say we take this bag of crap, set it on fire, put it in his chair? He can hear you. What?